Hello folks, and welcome back to Persona 5. We've just had a nice big conversation with Sojiro-san. Futaba's still here. Let's see if we can get rid of her before we go to sleep.
Sorry.
By fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. Okay. Can I go to bed? It's late already. Okay, so just that's cue for her to actually go to bed. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. You should totally go home or he'll worry. He's absolutely gonna freak the fuck out if you're not home when he wakes up. Yeah, you should go home. Having her crash on the couch would be weird. That seems like very strange, right? So I think just go to bed.
Well then.
Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed for the day. Yeah, I really think she was thinking of sticking around? That'd be very strange, though. Plus, Sojiro is very protective of her. That, yeah, it just seems better.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party.
Does Shido? It really seems like Shido might be the main bad guy here.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
If it was anyone other than Sojiro, I'd be worried. But he's not one to turn us in for money. He'd turn us in for other reasons, but cash reward is not one of my concerns.
Look. Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Okay, just to get an idea of how much that actually is, I'm going to convert that to dollars. 30 million yen to dollars. United States dollar. $207,000. So 200,000. Okay, all right. Yeah, that'd be a little tempting. But I think add a 0 to that, and then I'd be more tempted to go against my morals. But even then, no.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Yeah, the thing is, those rewards hardly ever get paid out in full. Usually there's always a fight about it, actually. Like even the guy who turned in, who was it? There was that recent killing of a health insurance CEO, and somebody turned in the guy suspected of it, and then had to fight and has still not gotten the full reward. And there's some debate over whether or not that's even the right guy. I mean, it might not even be, right? The trial hasn't happened yet as of this recording. So, and there was another instance. Oh, there's the guy who killed Billy the Kid. Didn't even get his full reward, I think. Like way back in ancient times, 1800 or so. I guess it'd be closer to 1900. And then there was, yeah, there's been a lot of instances where like there's been this declared like huge reward, and it's never materialized. Yeah, only if we get caught. No, I mean that's not it. That is insane though.
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
Oh yeah.
Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves.
Definitely true, but like, unless they stumble upon evidence like you just did, there's no ties.
And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I mean, I didn't know it was gonna happen. Is that any comfort?
I see. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened.
Huh. I mean, kind of. He is the approved guardian. I suppose it's kind of his responsibility, but all right. I mean, good of you to recognize that at least.
All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm trying not to worry.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
All right, plenty of blame to go around. Yeah, yeah.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, great!
I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start snuffing around now. I mean, right? This is public enemy #1. Maybe going and looking for them. Maybe not the brightest idea if they are as dangerous as everyone says. Yeah, let's go look for a acclaimed murderer. What could possibly go wrong? Super dangerous thoughts. But 30 million yen, man. Let me just dream a little. Dream your little dreams, buddy. I mean, $200,000 is not like... I mean, it's life-altering money, for sure. But it's not like retirement money. Yo, you see the news? I'd brace myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice for us out feels kind of weird. Not sure we're going to get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person. Okay, we definitely need to meet up, for sure. I mean, I'd like to go to Mementos, for sure. It needs to happen anyway. Also decide on a palace at some point?
We're wanted now.
Oh, okay, actually voiced.
And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
No, it's actually an anime, but, I mean, it's a video game, but it's totally anime-like.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I mean, you had to know this day was coming. Come on. Usuke's totally right.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
Oh no, they were totally corrupt because they had palaces. The cognition needed to change. That was still all good work we tried to do. Even if we were being led by the nose, we were led by the nose by our own good intentions, so there's something to that.
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort.
Yeah, actually, a lot of time and expense.
There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target.
Yeah, what about the principal, right? That seems super suspicious. You gotta find out why he was killed.
Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
She would have been in a far worse position if we'd ignored that. That would have been really bad for her.
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
I mean, not your fault.
All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
He's not exactly at his most coherent. Not that he ever really is.
Ah!
There we go. Just get it out, Skull. Just get it out.
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
I don't know. We've probably got, we go to the gym. I'm sure there's a punching bag you can hit.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
Lost sight of our goal. We did kind of focus more on public opinion rather than what we actually believed was right. So maybe.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Right? That's not what we got into this to begin with. Like, that's not why we got into this. We got into this to help people.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
So let's be better. Come on. Now that we identified the problem, we can totally get ahead of this.
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
It's funny Haru jumps in on this, even though it's totally not her fault at all. She is not the one who lost out of the goal. She barely came in at the end here. Not her fault. Not Futaba's fault either. It's totally, I would say probably Skull's and mine, I guess. A little bit of Panther. A little bit of Queenie. Morgana tried to stop it. Really, not Morgana's fault at all. Kind of more Skull than anybody else, I think. Not that we need to be going pointing fingers right now. Collectively, all of us.
I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too!
You know what? Everyone admitting fault's actually not a bad place to start. Yes, all of our fault. We can do better now, though. Now we've identified the problem. Let's go.
But still, it's so damn frustrating!
Fair. Totally fair.
Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against. And whether they're an individual or an organization.
True, we have no clues. That's the most frustrating part. This guy's working from the shadows and playing us like a frickin' fiddle.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Agreed?
Are we really a match for this?
Totally.
Should we end this now?
No. Take Akeshi's deal. Then we can end it afterwards.
I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
And they're all looking at me for answers. I mean, I love all the answers. This one sounds more like we might actually have a plan, though, and I like the idea of having a plan. Let's turn the tables. Yeah.
Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
Right. Yeah.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this.
Damn straight.
Absolutely not like this.
Right. Good. Oracle's with me. Skull's with me. Who else?
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Everyone's standing up. That means we're on the same side, right? Yeah. What exactly are we gonna do now? Like, we're all together on this, but together on what now?
Yo.
Hey, Skull. Not voiced. Okay. What do you got, Ryuji? About me yelling earlier. I understand, man. It's fine. Being framed, nabbed bounty, it's all felt such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. Hey, dude, I know exactly how you feel, man. It's totally fine.
Huh?
You too? It is confusing. We're winning criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Yes, it all went straight to my head.
And again.
I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. Hey man, now that you realize it, you can be better. You can change. Yeah, you're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks, Beast. I feel like I can think straight. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon.
See ya.
Alright. You know, he just needs to talk things out. I get it. Oh, and somebody else too. Okay. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Well, he's the one who's blackmailing us, I think he thinks, and he's right. Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? Yeah, we'll manage. Gotta be positive for the group, right? Yeah, we're gonna overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. See you all tomorrow. Reached a crucial moment. There's no point in fighting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. And we had, like, one chance to go to Mementos when Haru was up, but I think we've missed it. We'll have to wait until afterwards.
Okay.
Can't let things in here. We need to figure out who's behind everything. Alright, can I go anywhere? Nope. Okay. What time it is then?
Nice.
Not going to cut yet. This is just the beginning. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, the last 100 episodes, those were the tutorial. Now the real game can begin. That would be just like a JRPG. Fucking hilarious. It's like, yeah, we got another 100 hours here, guys. Strap in. Might as well catch a few winks, because we got a while to go. No, I don't think that's actually true. I think we're pretty close to the end. I'd expect maybe 2 more palaces? I mean, it really feels like there might just be the one, right? Just with Sae, but I don't know what that would be.
In which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice
actually
cannot
voiced.
be left alone.
All right, Shido-kun. No, actually, he wants to be Shido-sama is the thing. All right.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late.
So your answer is to completely overthrow the government and burn everything down? All right, pass out the pitchforks.
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete.
That kind of sounds like he wants to burn everything down, doesn't it?
If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once.
What? That is totally calling for anarchy. What the fuck?
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
Or a call for a total dictatorship. Either way bad.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
Yeah, nothing like a call for total dictatorship and anarchy, which is a weird combination.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me go on a screed here for a minute. Vote every year, all right? Every year. Sign up to vote right now. Vote every year. Now, it's true. The most quote-unquote important... Okay, see, I say quote-unquote. Vote every year, guys. Vote locally. Vote for things you believe in. Vote. It's important. Your voice is important. It's what you are... It's kind of like an obligation of taking part in society. You need to actually take part in big decisions, because these are big decisions and they will always affect you. Might not seem like it at the time, but every single vote is important. You need to vote not only in local elections for local representatives, which is also hugely important. You also need to vote on every single measure that comes up, every single judgeship that comes up. Every single one of these is important. It's not just the big elections that happen in the United States every 4 years, in other countries, you know, for elections like this. It's not just the big, you know, famous ones that are important. It's the little ones, right? You've got to have build-up of any of the local independent parties. Then they can prove themselves in those local jobs and move up in ranks, you know? And not to mention, government is local. It's always the important stuff that's going to happen close to you. And that's what really matters. So vote. Absolutely. If you've not voted until now, this guy's right. That's problematic as a member of society. You belong to society. You absolutely need to make your voice heard. And that's how change happens. It happens small and then it builds up. This guy, Shido-san, knows that. That's why he's talking to the people directly right here. He is talking to these people because he knows that's where the votes come from. And he knows if he can actually get people on his side, however he does it, whether through mementos, through the metaverse, or through just his plain old charisma, that's how he gets power. Don't let jerks like this get power by promising fascism or anarchy, which is a weird combination, but he's basically calling to anybody who wants any kind of change. Dude, I hate this guy already. Set him on fire. I mean, we can't literally set him on fire, but maybe in the metaverse we'll be able to set him on fire. All right, anyway, it's screwed over. Let's keep on playing video games.
Politics just never interested me before, but this politician seems pretty amazing.
All right, I mean, typical, not surprising.
He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
And this guy also kind of wrapped into the whole charisma thing. It's a common thing, right? Only I can make change happen. It's a pretty typical screed of the fascists.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
Yeah, this should be good. It's funny Shujiro-san's not here. Where'd he go? I mean, now that he knows we're in the Phantom Thieves, how is he not counseling here? Like, a council of an adult might actually be kind of important. Don't discount your allies here, man. This could be really important for us. Sadly, nowhere in sight. Just letting us take over the shop somehow.
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Ooh, I'm not going to be nearly as good as Sojira-san at making this thing, but...
Quit effing around!
Oh, never mind. Skull doesn't want to be a host.
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sae-san's actions. I assume all of you were at your wit's end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
Yeah, but it is a sign of desperation. It's probably pretty likely she has no leads and she has no idea. And the thing is, by a bounty of that high, I mean, she's gonna get a ton of leads and they're all gonna lead fucking nowhere, but she's got to investigate every single one of them. She's gonna be inundated. And it's gonna be a pain in the ass to sort out the wheat from the chaff. There might be something in there that maybe leads to somewhere. But she is gonna be swamped with garbage. And it's gonna take a hell of a lot of effort to dig out from there.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
Maybe true, Oracle. Maybe true.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities.
Well, so far, but he figured it out. It's gonna be a matter of time.
However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sae-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh. Well, that's gotta be news to Queen. Sae has a palace? How twisted is her cognizant if she has a palace?
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
I mean, the fact she has a palace is a big frickin' warning sign. It means she's either been corrupted or... yeah, something's seriously wrong if she has a palace, right? I mean, Oracle knows that better than anyone.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
No, but she's in charge of a huge organization right now. Like, that's a really bad sign.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
Yeah, and if she has a palace, she'd totally go along with it.
You saying the police would do such a thing?
You're young. We're gonna let that slide. Yes, it's the short answer. Yes.
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
Yeah, that's the problem with measuring things, right? They're measured on a metric of how many cases they close, and so then they close the case, no matter what that takes, even if the closure is not entirely on the up and up.
No!
They're completely rotten.
I mean, can be. There are some honest police out there, but yeah, they're tainted by the bad apples.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
Yeah, understatement of the century. This guy right here. Can we get an award, please? I've got a medal in my pocket, I think.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sae-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
Okay. Man, Queen has been silent for a while here. I'm really interested in what she has to say. This is her sister, after all. Seems like she gets total veto power, right?
So that's why.
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed.
Right. Yeah, the chances of her actually settling on us are vanishingly thin.
I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sae-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen?
Ooh. Best case scenario, she gets fired, right? Worst case scenario, they decide to kill her the same way they've killed anyone else in their way.
I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sae-san's heart. It will become a warning to not mess with us.
Huh. Interesting, he says us there, as if he's part of the Phantom Thieves, but I guess he is an ally now.
They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption.
If we're lucky, or the assassin follows us into Sae-san's place and kills her too, how do we guard against that?
All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? I mean, also, would you like to maybe, I don't know, solve world peace and maybe, I don't know, homelessness and, you know, just as a coup de grace, corruption? That'd be great. Thanks. Just, you know, on your day off. Whatever.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Najima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
Yeah, she's kind of an important voice in this. It is her sister, after all.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
Well, at least he recognizes it. It's like, no, I've got my own, like, personal bugaboo. Much as I would love to say it's just for justice's sake, I realize it's my own personal psychological problems that are driving me to do this. I mean, it's a decent call. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, corrupt people sicken me, and I want, you know, society to be better than that. It's not a bad look into his psyche. And at least he's willing to admit it, too.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Oh, I wonder if there's actually like a... we probably need to increase our bond to get him to open up more about it, but I'd be interested to know what his backstory is.
Dude,
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
Oh, we're totally gonna adopt the Phantom Thieves, aren't we? I don't know if I agree with that, but we kind of don't have a choice. Yeah, do you really think so? I don't really wanna...
I can't really explain it, but I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sae-san's heart?
We don't have a choice. We don't really have a choice. We kind of have to go with it. He's not wrong about it either. Yeah, we don't have a choice.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And I guess that makes sense. I mean, her sister's been super distant from her, and they have not been getting along well. She was probably hoping it'd be more like a mementos trip, though, rather than an actual full-fledged palace. But, fair.
I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Oh. Okay. That's new info.
Why didn't you tell us?
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
It was too selfish of a reason.
How also fair, though. I mean, that's how Oracle got us in, though. Oracle got in for selfishness. I mean, she was totally collapsed and ready to explode, but it's totally like, it seems like maybe we go around and ask everybody, hey, do you know someone who has a palace? Because, you know, we can help out. But we were totally going in it for the fame and glory, so we didn't even consider personal. Like, that seems like that would have been a better target choice, just saying, like early on. I mean, Okinoma Foods need to go down, like the other targets needed to go down, but asking around for personal connections, you're going, hey, do you know anyone who might have a palace? Because that would be a really good, you know, thing to make society better from, you know, the ground up.
Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Fair.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
I mean, I know story-wise, all of us go into a palace, right? But game-wise, it's only 4 or 5 of us anyway, right? Because oracles are usually eye in the sky. But it's only usually going to be 4 of us anyway. 5 tops. Couldn't we just go without her? I mean, she wouldn't get experience that way, I suppose.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Ha! Oh yeah, sure. That'll be great. Hey, Sae. Just had a conversation with Phantom Thieves, and turns out your condition needs to be changed. We're gonna steal your heart. Thanks.
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
She's got a lot to absorb. Totally fair.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
A little bit, yeah. This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Okay. This has got to be a little weird for Sae to hear after the fact, though. Like, everything's got to start tying together now, right? It's like, oh shit.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Took us a while to get out of there. Oh, I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more. And that's not all. Tell her what she's won.
No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Okay, what are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Okay, but that was like the opening.
Hey!
So wait, is she the palace we got captured in at the very beginning of the game in the casino?
You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Because I think we're still in the palace, boys and girls. I think we're still here. I think we're still here. I think that's why it's not defeat. I'm playing for time. I don't think this is Sae. I think this is the boss fight. I don't know why I think that, because we're not masked, and usually we'd be masked. But yeah, I think we're trying to talk to her cognition about it. I don't think we've lost yet. And even if Joker got captured, wouldn't the rest of the team still be going in? Even if we're not on the palace right now, wouldn't the rest of the team still go in and try to defeat her and change her cognition anyway? Like, Morgana's not here. We haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we can use the word pawn. Then at least you were, you know, sacrificed for a reason.
Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Slowly starting to accept the truth. Want to go deeper? Great. No powers, though.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
I don't know. You're getting there.
I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest?
That's right. Did we actually get the treasure, or is someone chasing after it right now?
Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Najima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private.
And you're the hacker, so you're the best chance we got at this.
Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
Gotta plan ahead. Makes sense.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Why would that be important?
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
I thought you'd like that. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
Okay, conversation. Just some reason it gets... Okay, because we can't learn the plan, because otherwise the plan won't work, right? That's a pretty common trope. We have to be exposed to the plan as it happens, or else it won't work. We talk about it too much, then there'll be roadblocks in front of it. We know that won't work. Alright, not voiced. Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. Oh, that means for sure an election. That alongside legislator Shido's plan for a new party has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Yep, definitely going to be time for an election then. Typical for parliamentary governments is that vote of no confidence will mean a new prime minister, which means new election. Where are we meeting today? All right, we're never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? The office, or hint, the government office district. Kasumigaseke. Indeed. I never heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, police, prosecutor's office, and public security. The dive building's right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just going to plunge headfirst in enemy territory. Anyone can contact Akechi. We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into the Lion's Den. Alright, straight into the palace, huh? I mean, it's just going to be a look. Probably won't be able to get in.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
Wow, okay.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sae-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Okay, that gives us like 3 weeks. That's not too bad.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
So he probably knows the keyword.
Huh? What about my smartphone?
Ha! Great grab!
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sae-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
Yep, time to let him grow. Join the group chat.
That's true.
Ooh!
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Or Futaba-chan will just go ahead and put them all in now.
Thanks. Well then,
Futaba?
I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
Okay, Keshi will be joining us for the time being, though our position is somewhat different. Another bond up. Okay. We can chain the baton pass. Chain from follow-up attack. Okay.
All right.
Interesting combination there. Seems almost
You got a
artificial.
good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
More or less.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sae-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling then.
Yeah, the thing is, we know this, right? Because we've been to the future. We know it's a casino.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Yep.
Candidate found.
There we go.
I definitely see Sae-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Seems super dangerous just to do that out in the open, but sure. What could possibly go wrong? We'll just pull in random civilians into the metaverse. Shall they survive for longer than 5 seconds at a time? Oh, actual cutscene. Actual, like, anime cutscene.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Don't see us as a threat yet. We haven't changed into our mask personas.
That's
Morgana's
it,
changed.
huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Okay. It's where we started the game, so we gotta be pretty close to ending it. Sae-san's the last palace? That seems weird though, right? Seems odd.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Interesting.
Right.
He knows that.
Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Ooh, yeah. What do we call him? Sherlock?
Codename?
No, he wants to be, oh, shoot. What was the name of the guy? Encyclopedia Brown. There we go. That's gonna be his code name.
Phantom thieves can't go around using their real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
It's probably a good idea he knows.
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
I don't even know what that means. I mean, it could just mean raven. Define Karasu. Yeah, it means crow, actually, not raven. Interesting. It's a romanization of the Japanese word meaning crow. Okay.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Kind of makes sense.
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
Probably would fit better.
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
There's a big giant group of 9 of us for some reason.
Now then.
Okay, this part isn't voiced, of course, not yet anyway. Okay, first off, we'll need to find infiltration routes. Alright, but I think we're going to save the game here. For now, thanks for watching. This has been Persona 5 on PC Universe here, PC Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.